make it a better place. It'll take creation.
Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I'm going to dive in and use these two stamp sets and this punch, and I'm going to show you 6 different cards with this bundle right here. So this punch and this stamp set bundled together, and I have 6 different cards to share with you today. We're going to make one of them. And I really like the sentiments on these larger ones. So that's what we're using from this stamp set. We're going to use Wishing You a Sweet Season, but you could use this one too, the Christmas treats just for you. And I actually thought it would be cute to do a little treat bag or box and use this with it. But we're going to use the sentiment, and then we're using this cute little gingerbread man. And I love it. I love this little guy. I started playing with it, and that is why I ended up I made quite a few cards, and I thought I would share them with you. And then I also got my swap cards back from our team holiday swap. That's something that we do, which a swap is just when you make a bunch of the same card and then you get a bunch of different cards back. And I got a few with this bundle. People had used this stamp set and punch, so I thought I would share those with you. So I'm using the Candy Cane Lane designer paper, and it's right here. It's super cute. I love this pattern. This is a great designer set for Christmas. So the other side of this is just this crumb cake piece. So this coordinates with Early Espresso, Real Red, and crumb cake. So I usually just use my mat to line this up. You could put foam adhesive on the Early Espresso designer piece if you want it. That right there. So then I've used these 2 pieces, and we're going to do some stamping, and I'm going to zoom in for that. But these 2 pieces, I just used my layering squares framelits. So you get, this all comes in one set, so you don't purchase them separately. It is the regular squares and then the scallop squares. I just have them stored separate because they all don't fit in one envelope. So that's the really great thing about getting these framelits, that they nestle together, so you can get these really intricate cuts and these scalloped pieces, but then you get so many of them. So I've just taken those framelits, and then we're going to eventually layer this piece together. But let's do some stamping. So the first stamping we're going to do, we're going to grab Early Espresso ink, which is one of my favorite inks, and we're just using the sentiment. And we'll stamp that. I want to stamp it up a little bit higher than in the middle because we're going to be adding something else to this. So we're still going to need our Early Espresso ink. So let's leave that. And then I just have this piece of random white, Whisper White cardstock. So now we're going to take the little gingerbread dude, and we're going to just stamp him straight down. I love the clear stamps, the photopolymer, because you can really see the coverage. So we're all done with this ink. So now we'll take the punch. I turn my punch upside down so I can see how everything is lining up. And we'll just punch that out. Now this punch has a bunch of other little items, a bow, a heart, some circles, different things. And we're going to use that in a minute. Okay, so now let's do this. I think the ink has dried on this. You don't want to smear it, and that happened to me on the other card I did. I totally smeared that ink, and I didn't mean to. So I'm taking some linen thread. Have my bow tied. This is the part where you're really going to want to make sure your bow is exactly how you want it, because we're going to do one more thing to this twine and this bow, and once we do it, you won't be able to adjust the loops. So make sure everything is exactly how you want it. So then in the holiday catalog, there's these really cute little jingle bells. So we're going to take one of the red jingle bells, and these aren't as hard to work with as you might think when you first pull them out. So you just find the top, and then we're going to thread the linen thread right through. Push that jingle bell all the way down to the middle of the bow. And this is where you have to make sure your bow is perfect how you want it, because then we're just going to do a little knot. And once we do that, those loops are not going to move. The first one, when you pull the first tie, don't pull tight because it will mess up your loops. But the second one, you can pull a little bit tighter, and that's going to, and then you can move your threads around, and that's going to give you the last part of it. Okay, so now we can put this on foam, that right in the middle. So then let's bring our card back, and this piece is going to go right over our crumb cake piece. It's going to layer this little dude. And we're going to go ahead and put him on dimensionals, and we're going to do a couple more things to him just to make him a little bit more fun. He's super cute the way he is, but I just can't help but want to add a couple things to him. So there he is on there. So the first thing we're going to do is grab some googly eyes, and I have some super tiny ones. And I've just been thinking about these because I did a project. I'm going to be doing a project this Friday at my daughter's school, Kayla. I'm going to be helping in her class, and we're making a really cute project that I had to add googly eyes to. And so they have been out as I've been preparing for that, and I had to use them on this guy. Okay, so that's the first thing. So then we're going to grab the punch for our very last step, and I just have some scrap red right here, and we're going to do one of these bows. This I can just use my tape runner for. It is large enough. We will add some stickles. Or not stickles, you could add stickles, but I'm going to add Winkostella right to the bow. Well, I decided to add stickles because I said that. This card. So let me show you several other examples. Here's one that I did. I used Bermuda Bay as an accent. I'm going to set this aside so I don't mess it up. So I used that Bermuda Bay, and I used the layering circles. This one is pretty much the same. You see it's the same kind of design with the circle. This is embossed in white, and then these are little flags that I did, but the same colors. And I did that Bermuda Bay just as a little accent. I put some Winkostella on his bow. This was a swap card I received. I'm not sure who it was from. So you can see they used that candy cane designer paper, and then they did the hearts over the buttons instead of using the bow. Another card. This was a swap card. They used a different designer paper, but they used this guy. And the neat thing about this is when you stamp this little reindeer, you can still punch him out. You just turn it upside down. So you just turn the image upside down once you get it on your project, which is super fun. This one is a really fun one. This is from Cindy Wilkinson. You can find her on YouTube, and she has a blog. She's a part of our extended team. And so it's super fun. It spins, and I love it. I thought it was so clever, and it's different designer paper, but it still is that red, and then he's got a little red nose, and it would be cute to add some Winkostella or even some of that stickles I just used to this. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards. There will be photos over on my website of all of these. You can check them out, pin them to Pinterest, save them for later, and I hope that you will try making these using this really cute set. This is the Cookie Cutter Christmas Bundle set. It is the stamp and the punch. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget, I'm giving away card kits and designer paper this month, so you'll want to make sure you check that out for all qualifying orders. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I have two other videos here for you guys. The first one is one I did earlier this week, and it's just putting together my September card kits that I'm giving away for free. So I share with you how to put together each of those cards. The second video I have for you guys is a simple thank you card. I made those thank you cards as a teacher's gift for the beginning of the year, and you can check those out. Thank you guys so much, and I will chat with you guys later this week.